Okay, this is the next video in this mid-module assessment review, and this is comparing two expressions using less than, which is this symbol, greater than, or equal to. Sorry, my son interrupted me there for a second. Again, comparing two expressions using less than, which is that symbol, greater than, which is this symbol, or equal to, which is that symbol. So let's look at a problem that we need to compare. So this is 35 times 12 is less than, greater than, or equal to 7 times 5 times 19. You are supposed to be able to figure this out without doing any type of calculations. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then you also have to explain why it is that way. So no complaining. Let's go through a couple problems first, and then we'll go on from there. So we look at 35 times 12, and we look at 7 times 5 times 19. Well, we're going to leave this 35 times 12. Anytime you see only two digits or it's all in standard form, you are going to leave that one alone. What you want to do is in your head, try to find, is there any numbers I can combine over here to get a number that's over here? So I think to myself, well, 7 times 5 is 35. Well, look at that. That's a number I can get. So I know over here I have 35 19s, and over here I have 35 12s. Because 7 times 5 is 35, making this 35 19s, and this is 35 12s. So in this, let's see here. Oops. Let's see, I got 2, there it is. So it should be at the less than symbol, because 35 12s is less than 35 19s. And that's exactly how I explained it also. This side is only 35 12s. This side is 35 19s. So obviously 35 19s is bigger than 35 12s. Let's go on to the next one. Try again. 200 times 7, which is that less than, greater than, or equal to 50 times 4 times 7? Well, let's look to see if you can find two numbers over here that you can multiply together or add together, depending on what looking at it. This one's multiplication, so I'm looking for, can I get to 200 or can I get to 7 anyway? Well, 7's already over here, so I'm going to want to leave that alone. Well, what's 50 times 4? Well, that's 200. So over here I have 200 sevens, and over here I have 200 sevens. This side is 200 sevens. This side is also 200 sevens. This is how you could explain it. Let's look at this one. This is 25 times 32. Ooh, let's go back, sorry. So this should have been another one. This gave you the answer. This one should have been equal to 25 times 7, or 200 times 7 is the same as 200 times 7, because that's what this would be over here. You see the answer, but let's cover it up anyway. So I'm looking over here. Again, I have 120 times 35. Well, can I get any number to equal that number, 120, or even 35? Well, I don't think I can see anything over here where I can multiply and get 35, but I do see a 10 times 12, which equals 120. So this side is 120 57s. This side is 120 35s. Well, it's clear that if I have 120 57s, I have more than if I were to have 120 35. So this is the less than symbol that goes in here. So this side is 120 35s. This side is 120 57s. That's all you have to say to explain that. Because I multiply 10 times 12, I get 120 So I have something that's easily compared in my head. Let's look at this one. 25 times 32. Now I have 8 32s tripled. Well, what happens when you triple something? Think about that for a second. When you triple something, you multiply it by 3. So if I tripled 8, I would get 24. So I would have 24 32s over here on this side. This side has 25 32s, which is making this side bigger. So this is the greater than symbol that should go in between them. This time I can sometimes explain just by mentioning something on one side. So when I triple 8 is 24, so there are 24 32s on this side. The other side has one more 32. Because 25 32s is one more 32 than 24 32s. If this is going too fast for some of you, you can always pause the video, replay it if you need to. Let's look at the next one. 50 times 25, and then I have 30 25s plus 20 25s. Well, what's 30 plus 20? It would equal 50. And it's 50 25s, and that is the same thing that I see on this side. So you should have an equal then sign right there. And to explain it, you would say this side is 50 25, which is the same as the other side. That's all you would have to explain. Might be able to hear my son singing in the background now. Anyways, here is another one. I want you to try to decide whether, let's do this top one first. 27 times 5 and 9 times 3 times 7. What symbol, oops. I gave you the answer there. Maybe you didn't see it. But you still have to explain it. So I'll even just undo it. So then you know this one's good, but I want you to explain why over here. So let's hear 27 times 5 is blank than or equal to 9 times 3 times 7. Try to figure that out. This is, excuse me, so you should maybe pause the video for a little bit before you move on. Pause before you move on. What you should have had is the greater than symbol, or sorry, the less than symbol. 27 times 5 is less than 9 times 3 times 7. Where when you look at this, what is 9 times 3? It's 27. So I can get 27, which equals that 27 over here. But here I have 27 5s. Here I have 27 7s. So if I have, this side has 27 5s, this side has 27 7s. So all you really have to say is to explain why they're bigger. But you don't have to calculate anything to figure that out. Okay, I accidentally already gave the answer to this one, but try to write down in the explanation. So again, this is where you pause the video so that you can go on after I give you the answer. So you would have, the explanation is this side is 71 18s, the other side has one more 18. 75 18s minus 4 18s is 71 18s, and this is 72 18s, so it obviously has one more. Two new problems? This one I gave you the answer to, but I want you to be able to explain. So pause the video, and I want you to do both of these problems. Put the correct symbol here, and I want you to explain why in both of them. Make sure you pause the video. Okay, this is going to be, you should have had the equal to sign. Oops. I apologize. I apologize, that last part shouldn't have been on there. That was an editing error. So hopefully that did not, probably did mess you up a little bit, but this should have been equal. And this is how you would explain it. Double 9 equals 18, so this side also has 18 fives. This side has 18 fives. That's all you would have to say. Here we know it's greater than, but let's figure out why. Well, this side has 150 58ths. This side has 150 57s. So this is, if I have 150 57s, I have a little bit less than this, so the greater sign should go over there. This side is greater than this side. I could also say just on this side has 150 57s, which is less than 150 58ths. I mean, you could do it both sides, or you could say it both on just one side. That is the end of this video. Don't know how long that actually took you to get through, and I apologize for the editing error that may have messed you up on this one right here. This one at the top. I didn't mean to have, that was from the previous slide. Should have been that one like that. But this is it for this video. Go on to the next one.